the most exciting golf tournament currently. I mean, well, it's the most exciting tournament, one of the most exciting tournaments of the year, minus major championships, things like that. But every time something like this goes down, it is riveting to me. This is the LIV Golf Promotions event 2024 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. They did this last year, and 3 guys got their golden ticket to LIV Golf for the 2024 season. And now this year, it's 1 spot is available for the golden ticket. So here's how this works. Yesterday, we had round 1, and then the top 20 and ties make it to round 2, which just ended now. And the top 20 from round 1 join another group of players who are already exempt. These are typically high-ranking international series and Asian Tour guys, along with people from LIV who were relegated or dropped from last season or this past season. So they're going against the top 20 from round 1. And then the top 20 from this round, no ties, make it to round 3, which is tomorrow. And round 3 is, you could say round 3 and 4, but it's 36 holes, 20 guys for 1 golden ticket onto the LIV Golf 2025 season. And then 10 spots are available for the Asian International Series. So that has really skyrocketed into a really viable opportunity for a lot of players. So 10 guys get that, which is great. So half the field gets full status on the International Series, which you're going to do well. These guys will do well in there. And 1 person gets their ticket to the LIV Golf 2025 season. So this is fantastic. Now, Scott Vincent just shot the lights out of the place, went 8 under. It's like nothing. But that means nothing anymore. You made it. Now scores are reset. After round 1, scores were reset for today, 18 holes. And then top 20, scores reset again. And then you play 36 in one day, winner take all. So we got Scott Vincent, Ben Campbell. I can't pronounce everybody's name, but his Kieran Vincent also makes it. And then there were 6 guys in a playoff for 1 spot, and it was an riveting, exciting playoff. First of all, the whole round is exciting because every shot counts, and this is life-changing for these guys. It's like Q School, only better, because Q School, it's multiple rounds. It's a long, drawn-out event. And this is 1 round. 1 round, and we're cutting. 1 round, we're cutting. And we get to 20, and you got 36 shootout and rock and roll. That's what I love about it. It's 1 round. It's like, man, it's the playoffs. Like, it's not a 7-game series. It's a 1 game. That's what's exciting about it. So we've got a 6-for-1 playoff. Heartbreak. I mean, all 6 of these guys played incredibly well. And it's not without controversy. So we got 6 guys, and then these guys, they birdie it. 2 of the guys birdie it, and then we go back again. They both birdie it again. We got Ollie Snyder Jans and MJ McGuire. So then we're playing it another time with these 2 guys. MJ, he's the fastest player. I love this guy. He's just fast. And he hits it, boom, stripes it every single time. Just boom, right in the exact same spot. And Ollie, he kind of blasts his drive way right. And it's in trouble. And if you look at this, last week during the International Series, they didn't have this local rule in play, and they put it back in play. His ball was up against the desert and the fairway or the rough. So it was, I'm fine with the rule that you don't want players to get injured if they're up against like a cut like that. It was this, the desert meets the grass and you're swinging into that. It's an injury situation. But hey, you shouldn't have driven it there anyways. It's a tricky deal. I would alter the local rule and say if you're in the desert and you're up against the thing, the rough, you have to drop in the desert. But he gets the drop. He gets nearest point of relief, no closer to the hole, which puts him in the grass. And then not only was he in the grass, he dropped it a couple times and the ball rolled forward, so he gets to place it. So he gets a perfect lie. So he puts it up there and he's away. So he's playing first and he totally slow plays MJ Maguire, who's the fastest player on the planet, which is awesome. But then this guy, MJ, he's looking over at Ollie like, what kind of drop? What's this rule? So you're like, oh man, this poor guy, not only is he quick and he wants to play, he's got to wait. And then he's like, this is messed. You could tell he's not happy about the rule, but the rule is the rule, and Ollie's taking advantage of the rule, and that's the way it is. He puts it up there about 8 feet from the hole. Then MJ finally gets a play. He doesn't hit the greatest shot, but he's got 15 feet, and he kind of made this putt earlier in his normal round to get in the playoff, and this time he misses it. And so he's got the break of a lifetime, and he drains it to be the 20th guy in and basically steals it from MJ Maguire. That's kind of messed up. This poor guy plays his heart out and gets kind of hosed off a rule. That's a bummer, but hey, that's golf. That's what's exciting about this. So I love this. So Ollie Snyder-Jans is 20 guy in. Now scores reset. Any one of these 20 guys can make the one. Just because Scott Vincent had a lights out round, it's almost like you don't want a lights out round. You want something different, but you want it easy. You want to make it. They all want to make it. But I think we got to look at this too. What is not being said here, or what's not available? Because I always look at, okay, we got one spot, one golden ticket for LIV, but there's more than one spot open, right? So you've got, in the hierarchy, you got the lock zone, the open zone, and the drop zone. And 49 and below are in the drop. You're out. Unless you're like a team owner or captain, then you're not dropped. But so 49 and below, there's 52 spots, 49, 50, 51. So there's 4 spots at least that are automatically dropped. In the open zone, these teams can kick guys out or not sign them, and so they would be out as well. Anyways, we'll see what happens there. But there's at least 4 spots available. 1 gets here, so there's 3 others. So these teams, the Cliques, Legion 13, Range Goats, and Fireballs, are the teams that have guys, spots for guys. One thing we have to look at is, one is what's not being said, or in other words, who didn't play in this thing. That person is Anthony Kim, did not play in this event, which was, why wouldn't he play? Why wouldn't Anthony Kim play? Is he on a team? I don't think he's on a team. So we're addressing Anthony Kim quickly. I don't think he's on a team. I think when he signed, and then I believe, I don't know, I don't have any inside information on this. I've reached out to him and asked him and haven't gotten an answer, other than he looks forward to getting better every day. He direct messaged me and said, I look forward to getting better every day, 1% improvement. You've seen his stories, all that stuff. But he didn't come to try to qualify for the golden ticket, even though he played in this event a couple weeks back. He went home. So my just thoughts are that when he signed the wild card, it was more than a 1-year deal. I believe it's a 2-year deal where he's the wild card player for 2 years, and then he has to try to earn his spot. So that's fair. You know, he's didn't play forever, 10 years plus, and then he comes back. I would have given him a 2-year deal as a wild card. So that's what I think is happening with him. So he's not here. It leads us to believe he still will be on the LIV roster just as a wild card. So we have multiple spots, at least 3 to make the 52 players with the 13 teams, unless, of course, there's another team added. Then we get to 56 players, and then there's more spots available for who? We don't know. I mean, we've been rumored to say Tony Finau. Why wouldn't Tony Finau announce he's going yet? And there's reasons, if he is going, if the rumors are true, if my sources are accurate, I have no problem with Tony potentially saying or not saying that he's happy where he is. He looks forward to 2025. I don't have a problem with him saying that and saying the rumors are not true for many reasons. One is he was supposed to play in the Hero World Challenge and he was supposed to play in the Grant Thornton Invitational, but he isn't because of the knee injury. If that's not accurate, like I said, I don't have a problem because of the fact that sponsors paid a lot of money to put him in promotions, to build billboards that are littering the course with his picture and Nelly Corda on it. So they spent a ton of money using Tony's Finau name, image, likeness to promote the event. If he all of a sudden signs with LIV after these people have spent their money believing he was going to be there, and now he's not even on the PGA Tour, now they have to pull all this stuff down. It's going to cost them a lot more money to undo him than just leave him there until it's over. So to just save these companies and sponsors the headache and heartbreak of extra burden of finance just because you made a decision, I think it's fair to just say, look, the rumors aren't accurate. I don't have a problem with that. So he may or may not be going to LIV. We will see, but currently we're underweight. Needless to say, the rumors are there might be another team added to LIV, which would make 14 and 56 players. So there'd be a lot of others, players that would be drafted in one way or the other, signed in. Now, that means there's a lot that's going to happen in the next few weeks. So it's a lot to look forward to. We've got to be watching, though, tomorrow because these 20 players will be fighting for the one golden ticket, 36 holes. It's going to be exciting. The time zone is really whacked for the U.S. audience. East Coast is super early in the morning, and then West Coast, forget it, middle of the night, middle of the a.m. morning. So it's really good for the European audience, but you look at the YouTube numbers, like max 2,000 people are watching this thing, and it's exciting. Obviously, we don't know everybody, but you don't need to know everybody for excitement and know what's at stake. So, look, I'm all for exciting golf. This is exciting. Last year, I loved it. I woke up, I was up all night, getting highlights and do it because it's exciting. So, I'm looking forward to it tomorrow and the future. And we'll do another podcast on this of who else, if there's a 14th team, who would be the captain of that team? It would not be Tony Finau, I don't think. Although there were rumors that he would have his own team. If he went, I don't think he would. I think he would join John Rahm's team, Legion 13, if he goes. If he goes. If not, it might be the winner of tomorrow's 36-hole shootout. It's going to be good. It's exciting. So good luck to all the players out there. Make sure you tune in and check out that. Or here, I'll give you the updates, spoiler alerts, all that good stuff. But you will see it on social media regardless. It will be unavoidable. Thanks for tuning in. We'll keep you up to date best we can. See you guys.